Happy blissful day, blissful beings, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we want to share with you guys how to accept your desire in your imagination. How do you accept your desire in your imagination? So, quick reminder, your imagination is the real world. It's the 4D, it's consciousness. Now, consciousness is the only cause substance of reality. In other words, consciousness is the only reality. So whatever you accept in your imagination is a fact. It is a done deal. So you do not need anyone's approval outside of yourself. Whether that's the 3D, the president, the queen, the king, no one. Only validation you need is in your mind. So if you saying right now, I have my SP, in your imagination, it is done. The 3D does not create. The 3D only shows you where you're at. So now how do you accept your desire in your imagination? Simple. You just have to be very clear. You have to be very, very clear. What do you really, really want? What actually puts a smile on your face? What makes your juices go inside your body? What keeps you up? What just turns your fire on? What is that? Whatever that is, you just have to accept that you are now that person in your imagination. So for example, if your desire is to manifest your dream car, right? All you have to do is just accept that you are the person who now has your dream car. So if your dream car is a Porsche, you have to accept that you're now a Porsche owner, right? So you are now a Porsche owner. You're no longer just the VW owner or Toyota owner. No. You are now a Porsche owner, but you accept it in your imagination. And the moment you accept it in your imagination, you now remain faithful to this new story or this new assumption. So you know that we always tell ourselves stuff throughout the day. So throughout the day, you're always thinking about this, you're thinking about that. You have inner conversations, you have self-talk, you daydream, you visualize and stuff like that. So all you need to do is just make sure that your new story is now your dominant state. So you can think about this and that and blah and politics and all that stuff. You can think about that because you're human. As long as you make sure that you as the Porsche owner now becomes your dominant state in your imagination. So when you remain faithful to this new story, your 3D will now reflect your new story.
Yeah, one of my favorite examples, and I've shared it a bunch of times now, but it's just when we manifested my perfect skin. And it's one of my favorite examples because it's something that I was constantly reminded of. Every time I would see a mirror reflection, you see your face. It's right there. The 3D told me at every turn, this is what you look like. But you see, I had to get to a place where I would look at it, and every time I looked at it, that's when I knew, nope, this is my reminder that I do not accept this. This is my reminder to say, you know what? That was the old me. The new me and the current me has perfect skin, flawless skin. When I would wash my face in the morning or evening, or put on lotion, I would say like, wow, look at my beautiful skin. Even though at the time my eyes perceived not beautiful skin, I could see with my imagination perfect skin. I just kept, almost like affirming and expressing my gratitude. Like, wow, what a beautiful skin I have. Oh, this is so wonderful. This is beautiful. And so it wasn't fighting the 3D. You said, no, you're wrong. This is not what's projecting out. None of that. I would just see it for what it was and say, okay, that's the old Kylie. But wow, the new Kylie has beautiful skin. And it was just almost like a conditioning. So instead of every time I saw my skin, instead of getting triggered to say, oh, I hate this, it's still here, it was that trigger or that reminder to say, hey, now's a great opportunity to see my ideal and to respond in a different way. And over time, that became my natural response. And over time, obviously, everything cleared up.
Yeah.
And it came out exactly how I wanted.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, baby, beautiful. So as my beautiful wifey said that she just accepted in her first eye, mind's eye or God's eye, the imagination, that no, I now have perfect skin. In other words, I am the person who now has perfect skin. Even though what her 3D told her that no, your skin is still like, it's not perfect. She knew that, oh, okay, that is just the old story still playing out. So it's like the old story, like an old movie that trying to, finish up. But you know that you've already, line up the new movie, which is going to be much more desirable, which is going to make you laugh. It's going to be comedy, and stuff like that. Not a horror movie. Like, you're done with a horror movie, right? Like with the comedy, just laughing, all good vibes and all that awesome stuff, right? And so she knew that, oh, all I had to do was just remain faithful to the new version of myself. And the new version of myself is I now have perfect skin. Not later, not trying. No. She accepted that she already has perfect skin in the imagination. So when you accept your desire now in your imagination, it is a done deal, because your imagination is the real world. The world that we perceive with our eyes is only a mirror. It's a reflection. So when you accept in your imagination, it reflects in your 3D. So congrats on your perfect skin.
Thank you.
Isn't it wonderful?
Hey, it's so wonderful.
So just to quickly recap, how do you accept your desire in your imagination? Be clear. The moment you clear, accept that you are now that person who has your desires. Just accept that it's done. And if you're going to have any excuses such as, no, I have to do this, I have to do that, you are refusing that you do not have your desire. Do not refuse, just accept that it's done and remain faithful. That's it.
And I think my tip to all of that from my experiences is that whatever triggers you, turn it into a reminder. Take the power away from that trigger and turn it into the reminder. So instead of being triggered by your bank account, now you're like, oh yeah, this is my reminder that I am already wealthy and that this is my new norm. If you're triggered by a lack of partner or companionship, you're like, oh, instead of getting triggered by it, you're like, oh yes, this is my reminder, like an alarm on your phone. Say, oh yeah, this is just my reminder that I'm in my new story now. Great. And you keep going.
Indeed. So having said that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting, sharing, subscribing. And as always, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can find all the details below in the description. And as always, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.